Hey, what's up you guys? Welcome back to SSX 3. It is time for the Peak 1 race, all the way from the top down to the bottom. The all-peak race in this game is crazy. It goes from the top of Peak 3 down to the bottom of Metro City, and it takes like 30 to 40 minutes or something crazy. But this isn't so bad. However, we have seen it before. We've seen all of this before, and I was thinking about not recording it. But then I figured, well, why don't we just hang out and talk about stuff? So, top of the backcountry to the bottom of Metro City, time to beat 1320. That 3 looked like an 8. You gotta really mess up a 3 to make it look like an 8. Like in 2nd grade, you know, when I was practicing my handwriting. And my capital D's, she wrote, "These look like O's." And I was like, "Pardon me, ma'am. Sometimes I want my D's to look like O's." It can be a very jubilant occasion. No, I don't know, there's a joke in there somewhere, but I think by the time I arrive at it, I'll have said something I wish I didn't say. So maybe we should move on from the D's and the O's. Do. How do you miss the money, man? Alright, let's go. This ramp is familiar. We just raced Mac and did all that. Uber's own one. $500. Tree fitty. So how you guys doing today anyway? Taking in the cool, crisp air that is virtually appearing before you. You know the song The Bitter End by Placebo that's featured in this game? I really like that song, man. It just has this momentum to it. It's like a constant pounding, like drilling in your head. Anyway, it's drilling in your head, this like melancholy feeling, that's money. I don't know if it's technically considered emo music, but I mean, we are 2003, we're kind of in that
Psymon says,
that time frame. But I don't know, man, I've always liked punk music, and a lot of emo stuff I can't stand because it is so whiny. But there are some exceptions. And like, so if that constitutes as emo, I enjoy it. I mean, Way Away by Yellow Card was in this game. Autopilot Off, Clockworks, that one's not really emo. I would call that pop punk. Or even rock, really. Man, how did we get to a new area in this happiness jam? It's such a shame that we can't play the music, you know? Because the Bitter End would go so well over in the background of this snowboarding. So maybe in another window, if you're not watching on a mobile, man, I'm really somewhere I haven't been before. If you're watching on a desktop, you could play Placebo, The Bitter End in the background and put the volume down so you can hear this video better.
execution impeccable.
There we go, that's the happiness jam, but we're still going. That's not the end of a segment. Now, this looks familiar. The random lead up to the lodge, but the lodge is sealed off. So now we're going to Snow Jam. The Snow Jam race event. Oh man, we're losing by 2 milliseconds. That's no good, brother. Use a little boost here. There we go. That's a little something. Smack into the rail. Thank you, I guess.
Intense.
Intense. Crap. At least it did reset my juice, didn't it? You can't be doing that to my juice. Cran grape juice. That stuff's good. What have you guys had to drink going into the new year? What did you welcome the new year with beverage-wise? So here we are on a weird side way of entering the racetrack. Under my tent is a girl who once had me down. And now we're on the Snow Jam race event. Oh wow, look at that to the left, there is some pickups. There's pickups all over this game. You really can't go wrong, no matter how you crash, crumble, and fumble. Tumble. You will inevitably pick up some money.
It don't get no better, baby.
It don't get no better. Yes, the butt slide worked. And then we guillotine.
Gotta burst that bubble. Pure snow poetry.
Pure snow poetry. Gotta love getting the triple question marks when you do so many tricks it just doesn't even know what to call it anymore. And we got the money! Finally, that thing has been eluding me for so long. Handstand under my thumb. Ew, that's a bummer.
Electro-intoxicated.
Or electro-intoxicating. Speaking of, what did you have to drink on New Year's? I had a little champagne, and in the lead up to the champagne, I had cranberry vodka with cranberry juice, and it was very sparkly, man. But you know what would have been even better? Cranberry raspberry flavored ginger ale with that cranberry vodka. That stuff's like candy. I don't know, maybe I'll put in the bitter end anyway. The problem is, if I put in a real song, the copyright claim could make it blocked in certain countries. And we don't really want the copyright claims anyway, or the strikes.
Oh yeah, we's intense.
There you go, that's the end of Snow Jam. We've done it a million times before, but the exit is barred off and it's saying to keep going. We actually haven't done this yet. Clever, old school game. It's so weird. The game design tricks. They put you in a tunnel to change it from daytime to nighttime. $33 milliseconds ahead. Unless that's actually seconds, but I doubt it. Missed some money. Yeah, if this was proper 1080p or something, it would make a world of a difference. But I don't know, I kind of like when games are not flashy and 60 frames and whatever. Like sometimes nowadays they move too fast. But this is an exception almost where like I kind of can't keep up with this game. Stuff flies at you so fast in this game. Metro City, here we go, the tail end of it. It's like the final joyride if you're doing the all-peak race. Seven Up. We were just talking about 7-Up, weren't we? Canada Dry Raspberry Cranberry. Oh yeah, we're doing stuff now. Trying to stay on it. Alright, we'll stay on this one instead. Well, no, that we want the ramp. Okay, well that's another option. See what I mean? It just kind of takes you and you pick up money eventually.
Time out! Mercy. Oh, I can see Jupiter from here!
I like this tunnel section. It's definitely pretty cool. I can't wait for the Intimidator. I hope that I can get some practice on it to show it off pretty well. Either way, I think Intimidator is part of the peak race. Kind of forces you to get good at that track. But it's been so long, I don't know. Nice. So I don't know how I feel about 2023 overall.
Oh, the sky is in love with me!
I'm very nervous about it, very scared of it.
Auspicious, delicious.
I kind of can't wait for my next counselor appointment where I can talk about some of these things. I just can't believe how time has passed. It just absolutely floors me. Ooh. Always seem to hit that thing. Speed boost. Well, there you go. That's the Peak 1 race. 11:20. That's not long enough to be a video, even though we're not really talking about much, are we? I mean, I guess I was about to get into some deep crap, but... Ah, Peak 2 pass. 10,000. Trading cards, a poster with the group shot. Some of these might make some decent thumbnails if I could find where they are in the menu. There's not very good results when you look up SSX 3. Like, there's not a good fandom page or anything. Should we do Peak 2? Go to this peak now? Sure. Ah, look at this movie we got before us. Peak 2. 7-Up. Looks like a slope-style event. I would imagine there's supposed to be music playing. Oh man, we're gonna wreck that half-pipe. There's the Intimidator. I recognize that part of that racetrack. Intimidator is crazy. I just, you know when, like, you know there's fun to be had there, but you have to be good enough to get it? I just don't want to fumble through once we finally do get there. Alright, on to the backcountry already. Let's see how stormy the conditions have gotten. There was a whole thing with 1080 Avalanche this game and Wave Race Blue Storm. It felt like everything was trying to capitalize on the storm motif.
Knock, knock, who's there?
What is this big green light? I don't remember. Help a skier pick up 3 pieces of lost equipment. I feel like these are tough. And I want to say no and just stay focused on the objective. I'm not going to be showing everything in this game. I'm simply here to... Oh! Crash into cliffs!
Oh, like a hole in the head!
Yeah, like I haven't done this Peak 2 backcountry in probably 20 years. So there's going to be some fails. We're going to start sucking. Which means I might actually be doing like a...
Whatever doesn't kill ya!
The wind is taking me too. I forgot about that. I might start doing like a best of or multiple attempts and just editing to the clean runs. And maybe do some post commentary over top or something. I don't know. We'll have to see, because I remember this is a very restart-heavy game. You don't just get good overnight. Oh yeah, everything's worth 1,000 now on this peak, and even more on Peak 3. It's a cool peak, though. Just imagine what it could look like nowadays, though, if they came out with another one. Or remastered it properly. I was saying something and I don't remember. Hey, there's another thing. Oh. I was actually trying to see what it was.
Oh, that's wicked and wonderful.
Somehow we're gonna have to figure out the best trick route of this backcountry. So we gotta beat the Peak Master. I think it's Nate. Nate is, it was Mac in Peak 1, now it's Nate for Peak 2. I think Psymon is the Peak 3 Master, but when you're playing as Psymon, I don't remember, is it Griff or Vigo or Moby? One of those guys. Maybe it's none of them, maybe it's Elise. Or Kaori or something.
Oh, there's
My God.
and the spills.
Yeah, see, like that kind of clunk, I don't like when that happens. That's like my one gripe about this game. Is like,
Come on, concentrate, man.
yeah, see, like even Simon's getting pissed off at this point. It's not like they have to make it easier, but something about the physics can really mess you up. Like, I feel like everybody who plays this game is gonna have a really sloppy run until they get good at it. And then...
Well, it happens to the best of us, and I should know.
yeah. I don't know. Avalanche! There we go, that's the end of it. That would have been the goal. Now here's the lead up to the lodge. But yeah, it is kind of neat, especially when you have the soundtrack going in the background. And it's actually good music and not like free YouTube audio library or something. Whatever I decide to do over top of this, if anything. It's neat that you could just cruise from the top of the mountain down to wherever. Like the whole time you're just snowboarding. So we have points. Let's get to this lodge. Got mad skills, I will get wild. Or whatever the heck they say. Let's buy those attributes. Whoa, I know, we gotta round it off first. I'm a big fan of this all-around business. Oh, wow, yeah, that's all we can do. Alright, well, that was the Peak 1 race and the introduction to Peak 2. Thank you guys for watching. I hope that you got some enjoyment out of it, and I will see you for Peak 2 business next time. Take care.